In this video, I want to show you how to use Optibase with Bricks Builder to get your A/B tests up and running. So we've already installed the Optibase plugin. The link is in the description if you do not know how to do that. So we have Optibase up and running on our site. Here we are in the dashboard and we can go ahead and create a test. As you can see, I already have two created. So I'm going to go ahead and create, and I'm just going to walk you through everything that is possible within Optibase. So let's go ahead and just call this two-variant test. And then as you can see, we have three different types of tests. We have A/B test, we have URL split, and we have multivariate. An A/B test is what you use when you want to test, let's say, two different layouts of a page. You want to test a feature section 1 and feature section 2. A split test is for when you want to test completely different variations of those pages. So let's say you have one home page that you've been using for a while and you just created a new one and you want to see which one performs better. That is when you would do a URL split test. And then a multivariate test is like a combination of A/B tests. So let's say you have three different A/B tests running on your homepage and you want to find out which ones pair the best. So is it Hero 2 with feature section 1 with CTA 4? Is it Hero section 1 with CTA 1 and feature section 1? Whatever it may be. It's like a giant A/B test. So you can also run that within Optibase. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and select A/B test and click next. And then you have to create a conversion. So I have a video at the link in the description where I am actually using Bricks Builder to create and connect a conversion. All it is essentially adding attributes to stuff in Bricks Builder. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you super quick what that looks like. I'm going to click on create conversion. And in this case, I'm going to leave it as click conversion. But there's also form submit, page view, scroll depth, time on page, and you can trigger it programmatically using JavaScript. So in this case, I'm going to leave it as click, and let's just go ahead and call it button. You would probably name this like demo button clicked, call scheduled, or something like that, a bit more purpose driven. I'm going to leave it as button. You also have this count once per user option. And essentially what that does is it makes it so if someone does it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, it's only going to count it once. If you have an e-commerce site or something like that, you don't want that because people can do it multiple times. But if you are an agency or you have a flow that people only run through once, I would recommend checking that off. Then you can click on create conversion. The way that you connect these conversions in Bricks Builder is using attributes. So we can see data Optibase click conversion ID equals button. So over here in WordPress, I'm just going to go ahead and click on edit a page with Bricks, and we actually have that already. So if I go over here and view this attribute, we can see data Optibase click conversion ID, and the value is CTA button. So whenever this is clicked, it's going to trigger an event in Optibase. So while creating your test, the next thing that you need to do is connect variants. So I can go ahead and let's say create variant 1. So I can go ahead and create, let's say, variant 1. Just like that, create variant, and then I can create variant 2. Create variant, and then again, you would add these variants using attributes. We're going to get back to that in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and click on complete like that, and we can see this test ID attribute data-optibase-test-id is two-variant test. So over here, what we can do is, let's say we have two different sections. I'm going to go ahead and just duplicate that. And we can add that attribute right there, data-optibase-test-id. And then for the value, we are going to add our two-variant test, which is the name of our test. Now I'm just going to do the same thing to the other variant. So now obviously these variants should be different. So let's just go ahead and change the heading. Now we need to go ahead and tag the variants themselves. So if I go over here and click on variant, we can see variant 1 and variant 2. And there's an attribute data-optibase-variant-id, and then the name. So variant 1 and variant 2. So let's go ahead and add those to each one of the variants now. Same element that we added this test ID to. So just like that, we've added it. We can go ahead and save it in Bricks Builder. And then all we need to do is set our test to active. We can also schedule that. I'm just going to go ahead and set it to active. So now I'm going to walk you through some of the other things that you can do with Optibase. So obviously you can go ahead and check out the results of your test. We have none right now because we just created it. You can view the events so you can see what's happening, see if there's anything strange, make sure that your data is all accurate. You can also set up restrictions such as location, screen size, operating system, and browser. You can also view analytics for your whole site running across anywhere that you have the Optibase script installed, which again is probably going to be your whole site. You can create separate workspaces. So let's say you have multiple different clients that you want to use Optibase with. You can do that. You can blacklist IPs. You can decide whether or not you want to collect it. You can also export your data. So Optibase is a super flexible solution for A/B testing on your WordPress site with Bricks Builder. That's all for this video. If there's anything else you want to see for Optibase with Bricks Builder, drop a comment below. We would love to make more videos on it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.